All right, ladies and gentlemen, the checklist is done. Petcocks are open, water pipes are open, oil's checked, and also this funny thing where you have to fill a grease cap for the water pump and screw it in tighter every time, about half a turn, and that squeezes a little bit of grease into the bearing so that it doesn't dry out and allows it to keep spinning and keep watertight. Which is weird, and I didn't know that, but here we go. We're off to the races. We're sailing to Vancouver today.
Think I'm worth the anger? Do you think I'm worth the pain? Please take it easy on my lover. She means the world to me. God, I know you'll be. Follow me to North Temple, through the mountains, across the sea. Think I crossed the line? Do you think I drank the wine? Don't pay attention to my brothers. They don't give a damn about me. God, I know you see. Follow me to North Temple, through the mountains, across the sea.
Hey, how's it going, man? Well, we made it into Vancouver safe and sound. We had some right good wind and waves at the beginning, and then the afternoon came around and the wind died off. I think it took me a total of, I left just before 10 and I got here just after 2. So a lot faster than I'm used to with the Sea Lark for sure, but you know, she's still not like a racing boat or anything. Don't get excited, but 5-hour crossing, that feels pretty nice. Feels pretty nice. Makes Vancouver a lot easier to get to. Who is this? Who this is?
Oh, honey, oh, honey. Okay.
Come on, in the back. In the back, go on. Good girl. Hi, honey. I'm so excited. I didn't think that was going to happen.
You want more,
In the city, it's time to get some junk food, right?
pizza?
Pizza! Alright, this is gonna be fun. Can I hold this?
Yep. Where are you gonna go again?
I'm sitting on that bench right now. Alright, go down and check it out.
Okay. It's so weird that you step into your kitchen. Sorry, galley. So you said I could stand upright, hey?
Probably.
I'm just touching it. No, actually I'm fine without the sunglasses. Perfect, I can stand upright. Yay! Cool! Much bigger.
Look,
Nice.
Melly, the bathroom has a door.
Oh, perfect. Love that.
We're really moving up in the world here, Melly.
Oh yeah, I like the galley. Oh, I love this thing. Yeah, you showed me that. That's so cool. That was really nice. A very good gift you got.
All right, the goal today is a beautiful pleasure cruise. We have someone who actually has captaining experience, and so our Rishi's taking the helm, and I'm gonna just kick back and relax and enjoy the sights. Okay, Rishi?
Hey, man.
Every decision is yours.
Cool.
No liability. Usually it's Honey who's the captain. I don't like to have any liability on me whatsoever anyway. We hauled up a pair of pants with the anchor. That is, well, they might actually be swim trunks. I don't really want to find out. We're gonna toss that in the garbage though.
Wow, we're going so fast.
It's so much faster, eh?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it feels like a...
Keep an eye on the speed, eh? We got a speed limit. We actually can break the speed limit now, which is...
No wake zone, baby.
5 knots, you gotta keep an eye out.
I guess that's good though. We have someone who's my age just getting the math. Yeah.
The day is warm. Northern clouds paint a storm. She's late July.
Then what happened?
I'm falling in love with her summer sky.
Just over sail.
Distant thunder never sounded so good before July. May I ask you to stay a while more?
Oh, QB, quarterback.
Her legs are long like a 60s Motown song. Her eyes, they shine. They shine like a fancy glass of wine. Her lovely lullabies could comfort a lonely, troubled soul. July, may I grow with you long after I'm old. Oh, July, she slowly fades away from me.
Did you see that guy?
Says goodbye as she's walking.
All right, we made it into Bowen Island. We're in Snug Cove. It's quite a snug place to tie up. We actually had a little bit of issue getting in. You know, new boat. We're not great at it. We didn't hit anybody, so that's cool. And I definitely still need to fix that gear shift linkage. Definitely necessary. But we're not the only ones. People are having troubles around here, okay?
That's a Daca.
Oh, no, honey, we gotta use the back door.
For 16 years I've been in self-destruct mode, just waiting for that timer to run out on me. Show me what this life is all about. Maybe you can teach me about a world I've never seen. Oh, grace, you know I'm a sorry soul.
Come on.
Oh, grace, please don't let me go.
There you go, there's forward. Gonna push it a little bit.
Okay, much easier than getting in.
It makes such a lot.
No, it's fine, like that's not what you said. So it's more the disgusting, most disgusting.
It's been a good day, but I still struggle to know right from wrong. To still don't be singing the song. Yeah, I still struggle not to get too high, not to get too low, not to get too drunk when the night is old.
You happy with that?
Grace, you know, I made every
full bore.
change.
We're not gonna get a perfect set here because I just think that this motor with the new prop can overpower the anchor anyways. With the amount of chain it has, it can always drag through it, so.
Help me find my way.
Hello everybody, we're back at Falls Creek, so honey, make sure you pack everything up. We're getting on the dinghy and going home. Thank you for choosing what is it, SS Kishmo?
SV Kishmo.
SV Kishmo? For choosing us today for your travel, and we're looking forward to seeing you again next time. Have a great day.
All right, we're back at Melly's apartment. I've been spending my nights at Melly's apartment instead of on the boat because the boat doesn't actually have a heater. It's one of those modifications that if I have a heater fall into my life, I'll install it, I'll get it done, but I'm still on the fence as to whether I'll spend the money to actually upgrade and put a heater on it, seeing as I'm selling the boat anyways, and it'll be summertime soon. But a modification I am putting on the boat, I'm very excited about, it's a sponsor of today's episode, To Go Power's Balder 330. So you've seen me mess around with the energy battery pack, and at $1,500, it was quite expensive, but it was kind of your drop-in, solve all your problems kind of battery pack with a good lithium pack to back it up. So it was in a category what I would call a full-size electric appliance category, so a full regular 110 burn maximum amperage of like 12 or 15 amps or something like that. For a lot of folks with smaller applications, that didn't really fit, and that's, I think, where this unit sits in. So you can tell it's a little bit smaller. Look how cute it is. So this unit sits somewhere between a USB power pack and a full-size appliance power pack. This has a 300 watt pure sine wave inverter built in. Check it out. It does not skimp out on any of your connectors. You've got your USB 3, you've got your 110 outlet, your 12 volt, that's a 10 amp and two 5 amp connections, and my favorite bit, a wireless charger built into the top of it. It's actually pretty sturdy, pretty well built. It's a little bit heavy for the size of it because it is quite small, very, very small, but it's dense, you know? It's even got ventilation up the sides, and there's a ventilation fan on this side to keep it all cool. So this running on 18650 packs, it's important to keep those nice and cool, and it's got the ventilation to do it. Most importantly, they seem to be marketing towards a CPAP machine, and I think that's right around the top end of its capabilities. They say it can run it for about 2 nights without the heating module that some of the CPAP machines have, but I think for most people, what they're going to end up using this for is to charge other batteries. So if you have a lithium battery in your laptop, if you have lithium batteries in your phone, in your cameras, little appliances like that with little chargers, a 300 watt inverter is not going to power a hairdryer, but it will power all the chargers on your phone, laptop, all kinds of stuff like that, and it will give you multiple charges. This is a pretty big battery. 300 watt hours doesn't sound like a lot, but keep in mind that a full giant deep cycle battery really practically is only going to give you about 600 watt hours of actual usable energy. And considering this is a quarter the size, it's pretty impressive. For a good chunk of yesterday and my sail over, we were under sail, and I used the power basically to keep my systems like my radio going, my VHF radio going, all my instruments on board were all basically running just off of this pack. And it's tiny, it's light. I was able to deplete the battery and then bring it home here to Melly's place and charge it back up again. It's like the flashlight in your phone. You weren't really buying a flashlight, but it's really handy that it's there. So should you buy this thing? Well, if you have a small setup, so say you're car camping or you're small RV camping, or you're not going to run any actual appliances off of it, but you're going to charge your laptop and batteries and just keep the trip going and have enough juice to run stuff for a couple of extra days without having to get a wall charger or run a generator or run your car, then yeah, this is a great solution. Also, if you're going to look into this, I would also look into the solar panels they sell, because the charger it has is good for 12 to 24 volts. It comes with solar connections and a 12 volt connection to charge off 12 volt or solar panels, and it charges at about 50 watts. So a small solar array is just perfect for this. You're able to pour that energy straight in here, no charge controller needed as long as it's within the voltage range. Right, so I'm going to leave that unit permanently on the Kishmal, and I now have one more day in the city, and we're going to do something that I love doing whenever I'm in the city, and that's loading up on spices and groceries and the kinds of things that you just can't get on a tiny island.
It's like a spring.
There's There's a squirrel over here. Honey's not used to those city squirrels. What is that, eh? Holy. Come on. Come on, you silly goose. This is the main reason why Honey was put up for adoption so many times. She's really bad with like any animal that runs fast enough to be a good game to chase. And why it's so great that she lives on a boat now, because she doesn't like swimming. And so she's not gonna go chase the seals.
She's gonna yell at them.
She might yell at them sometimes, but she ain't jumping over any fence and running off. Hey, honey.
When I have a dream, I try to figure out how to find the words and how to write it down, but I can never win, I can never lose.
We got the mega haul. Hey, honey, loads of food, loads of stuff.
Nothing for her.
A lot of like, but we gotta go load it all with that little dinghy in the rain out to the boat, so that should be fun. We're not gonna film that. All right, we made it out to the boat and we have got quite the haul. Look at that. We even also got some plates and bowls here, and we're gonna outfit the this boat here with just a nice little set of small plates and bowls. I find on a boat especially, small bowls, you can always go back for seconds, right? So a small bowl is really helpful in a small boat. This?
She wants to fish with her.
This one. Here. You can have
Tell you in a dream
it. Don't just lick it, eat it.
after the song.
Ooh. All right, well, we were just finishing up our lunch and we started dragging anchor. The wind picked up a little bit out of a weird direction, straight out of the west right now. And I ran up on deck, the heart's pounding, you know, as it does whenever an anchor drags. Get that motor fired up and just did a couple loop-de-loops, ran up on deck, pulled the anchor up, and I don't think we had enough scope out. She doesn't have enough chain. She definitely needs more chain on that anchor. And because it's a Danforth, it's really easy to foul. And in this bay, there's a lot of junk down there. So as you saw earlier in the episode, we pulled up a pair of shorts. Yeah, that's fairly common around here. So I'm guessing that it fouled up and or not enough scope and or not enough chain. So either way, we set it out with 3 times the amount of scope, and she bit hard. We are on hard reverse and the boat's not going anywhere, so she should be good. But yeah, a little nerve-wracking, and I'll be really grateful that I was here. Really grateful that I was here. Honey, you weren't stressed for a second. You slept through the whole thing. Don't even pretend.
Uh-oh. What do we do? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Are you serious? Not Simon's. Hey!
Start out in the...
No, I can come down here.
Hi, Simon.
Hi, Melly.
What time is it?
It's not that late, I don't think. There we go, turn that on. It is just a couple hours since the last video clip. We went back to your place, had dinner, it was lovely. Well, I had 2 bites of it. And then I checked my phone and had 3 missed calls from Tom and Josie, who were anchored directly in front of us, and they said they watched these. First it was a blue boat way ahead, a sailboat. Came careening down towards the shitty houseboat that's been dragging anchor all week.
That houseboat.
Several weeks now,
all
I
day
guess.
Long. We watched it.
Anyway, they all came crashing into us while we weren't on board, and our boat was locked up tighter than a drum. So, supposedly somebody sliced an anchor line, even though we were holding, and sent us all crashing into a marina. I don't know what kind of damage we did over there.
Didn't look that
Didn't
bad.
look that bad.
No,
I
no.
know that our bow rail is
fine.
bent, but you can bend that back. And it's pitch black out, so I don't actually know like all the damage that was done. But I work at a shipyard, so I should be able to fix it. And you know, I can't be lucky every time. The fact,
Scratches and no water coming in.
there's
so-
no water coming in. The engine runs fine. The rudder's fine. The sails seem good. Propulsion is there. I'm not that worried. But yeah, I did lose an anchor because of somebody with a sharp knife. And
But we got some fenders.
we scored a. We're gonna go return the fenders. I don't
Okay.
need extra fenders. But yeah, and I told Melly, like, we were in the car right here. I said, listen, we're gonna be calm. We're gonna be relaxed. We're gonna be very forthright, and we're gonna listen to what they say. And everything they say will be lies.
Yeah.
And what was the first thing they said?
That you went.
I
loose.
broke loose,
Yeah,
traveled
that's
upwind,
bullshit.
and hit both of their boats.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let it be known, you can't trust a sailor in a storm.
Look at them. They're all sitting in their houses watching TV so peaceful. While down here the drama is unfolding and boats are ramming into each other.
Hey, Waldies, remember when you guys came in here and one guy hit your boat? I got you beat. 2 guys hit my boat. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Any genre. Fucking for breakfast, like I'm a fucking lady.
And during this all-important New Year celebration,
There's still hope.
1 million doses, and then it was 20 million doses, and it just kept on like they. I would really just
Work around cars.
whatever. It's just, I feel like it's a little bit of a joke. Anyway, that's just my little thing on because yeah, it's just, it's important. Anywho, Will McKibben, you're wonderful and give me
We're desperate. The U.S. They didn't hit the U.S. They smashed it. The worst disaster we ever had was a tree.
Toilets flush 24 hours a day. We run the sinks home. We run air conditioners during the summer and the winter and heat. And that was the Trump plan. The answer is,
I mean, look, I feel like we're in a dry run.
Well, they call for 5 knots from the south. This ain't that. 25 consistent at least. And I am getting wet. These waves are coming over the bow of my 30-foot boat, which is something else. This is very much akin to the first time I crossed with the Sea Lark. Holy shit. Alright, we're past the halfway mark. It looks like we got about 30 knots consistent out here. We're getting to the point where the rigging is starting to howl, which is those 40 knot gusts, I guess. I am not loving this, but the boat is performing admirably. We got big fat swells coming in about 4 feet high. Oh. And we're just pinching a wind. Just pinching it, and I'm just slacking off right now. Wow. Fuck me. Alright, well, spoiler, I made it alive. Holy fuck. So for everyone who's wondering, the forecast was 2 degrees Celsius, a 5-knot wind out of the northwest, basically. And instead, we got no wind to begin with, big rolling waves, which were kind of topsy-turvy. And then we started getting into it, you know, and just beating into it, really beating into it. The wind picked up a little bit, up to 5 knots, 10 knots, 15 knots, 20 knots, 25 knots. We're getting waves over the bow. And then, you know, 30 knots, every wave's coming over the bow. And then the rigging starts screaming. And then I get these waves. I've never surfed waves like these. 20 feet tall. And nice big 100-foot cycles, like from crest to trough, and I'm just climbing them and crashing down them. And you know, by that point I had to put the camera away because every minute or so a wave was coming over the bow and washing the entire boat over. I was getting completely soaked head to toe. And we had a couple of, I had one really good deck washer. One that like laid 2-3 inches of water all throughout the entire deck, and that was pretty intense. I'd not ever had that before on a 30-foot boat, but I made it in, and I'm good. You know, I feel like this boat has really tested my skill and rewarded me for what I've learned repairing boats for the last 3 years, and it's also tested my ability to sail for the last 3 years, and if I had encountered what I just encountered, you know, even 2 years ago, I doubt it would have ended as well as it did today. So yeah. Oh, I'm tired and I'm absolutely frozen solid. So yeah, this weekend's been a real adventure. We got a pleasure cruise, we got drug anchors, we got crazy coked out Russian houseboat people who were crashing into my boat and cutting my anchor with a knife. We had 40 knots and freaking giant waves and frozen frostbite fingers, and it's been a real adventure this weekend. Yeah, what do you want? You don't care, you've been sleeping this whole time, or nervously sitting down below. What do you care? You're a good girl though, you're pretty good. You're a good girl. You want to come over here? Yeah, she's a good girl. I know. I know. You could have had a life with somebody who just sat by the TV all day. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? Just get fat. You know, munch on snacks, nudge for pets all the time. Would have been nice. I could have been that guy. I could get fat and watch TV all day. I could.